Huntsman took aim at the sluggish economy and mounting national debt in his announcement. He warned that we are about to pass down to the next generation a country that is, quote, less powerful, less compassionate, less competitive, and less confident than the one we've got, end quote. One of the stars of MTV's Jackass was killed in a fiery car crash early Monday morning. According to Pennsylvania police, Ryan Dunn was found inside his 2007 Porsche, which was engulfed in flames. A photo showing Dunn drinking was posted to his Twitter about 2 hours before the crash. The manager of a bar in Westchester, Pennsylvania, confirmed the photo was taken in his bar, but said Dunn did not appear intoxicated when he left the establishment.
A teenager has been arrested near London in connection with the recent hacking of Sony's PlayStation network. The attacks began on April 20th and lasted over a month. They are estimated to cost Sony $171 million. The 19-year-old's computers will be examined for activities against the UK's Serious Organised Crime Agency, the CIA, and Sony. Police will also search his computer for ties to LulzSec, a hacking community that claims to have taken part in hacking Sony's network. The Supreme Court has put the brakes on a massive job discrimination lawsuit against mega retailer Walmart. Justices said there were simply too many people involved in the suit. It could have involved hundreds of thousands of current and former female workers. The litigation was filed in 2001 by Betty Dukes, a store greeter in Pittsburgh, California.
The Supreme Court has definitely muddied the waters for civil rights class action lawsuits, not just involving women as we are, but also involving men. I want to say to the women at large, not just women at Walmart, but to women in general that are in the workforce in America. Do not let this ruling today discourage you into thinking that your voice will not be heard.
Workers, quote, provide no convincing proof.
Leah said that the workers did not provide convincing proof of a company-wide discriminatory pay and promotion policy. Coming up after the break, we have Marty Downs with your Star City Sports Update.
And another Cotton has committed to playing football for the Huskers. When we come back, Marty Downs will tell you all about it and everything else in sports. Coming up next on Star City News, live at 5. We're done. Supposed to be about this called into.
Put an end to their fear. Call the Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 1-800-652-1999.
I run because my friend has breast cancer. I run in memory of my dad because my dad loves to run. I lost my dad to cancer 2 years ago.
Runners with a Reason is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It uses an individual's personal reason to motivate that individual to run and to live a healthy lifestyle.
For more information about Runners with a Reason, you can log on to www.runnerswithareason.org.
I did it in my bed.
I did it in my car.
I did it in the shower. I did it online.
I did it in the classroom. We did it last night.
And we've already done it 4 times today.
Everybody's doing it. And you should too. Listen to 90.3 KRNU, UNL's student-run radio station. Get Indied.
No matter how great or small the disaster, it impacts our communities. And so can your donation of time or money to the American Red Cross. Please call 402-441-7997 or go to cornhuskerredcross.org to see how you can help.
Welcome back to Star City News. I'm Marty Downs with everything you need to know in the sports world. Nebraska leads the Big 12 in 10 days, and even though Huskers didn't make the College World Series, fans received the next best thing, watching Texas get swept after only 2 games and becoming the first team eliminated yesterday. The Longhorns' offense was non-existent, going 3 up, 3 down in 11 to 18 innings against Florida and North Carolina. In the other game yesterday, Preston Tucker of the Florida Gators hit this blast off Vanderbilt starter Grayson Garvin to give Gators a 3-0 lead. The real story came in the bottom of 6, however, when a combination of heavy rain and high winds sped the game to earlier this morning. After play resumed today, neither team could get anything going, with Florida winning 3-1 and send their SEC counterparts to an elimination game tomorrow against North Carolina. That game will be a rematch of a first-round match that saw the Commodores top the Tar Heels 7-3. The Nebraska football team is keeping it in the family with their newest recruit. Several football recruiting websites have confirmed that Lincoln Southeast tight end Sam Cotton is NU's 3rd commit for the 2012 recruiting class. Sam will see some familiar faces when he shows up to practice. His brother's junior tight end Ben and redshirt freshman tackle Jake already play for the Huskers, and their old man Barney is offensive line coach. The 6'4", 235-pound Cotton turned down offers from Ohio and Tulsa, and he's the first in-state commit for 2012. St. Louis Cardinals fans received the bad news they were hoping to avoid. Albert Pujols, their slugging first baseman, will be out an estimated 6 weeks with a fractured left wrist from this collision with the Royals' Los impediment over the weekend. The 3-time MVP is among the league leaders with 17 homers and 45 RBIs for this NL Central leading Cardinals, but is batting 50 points below his career average. Pujols was starting to heat up, however, as he was 3 for 3 with a homer in his last at-bat on Sunday before the collision. And in other Diamond news, Nebraska baseball coach Darren Erstad announced the second addition to his coaching staff, hiring Ted Silva as the Huskers pitching coach. Silva comes to Lincoln after spending the past 4 seasons on the West Coast, where he was the pitching coach at UC Irvine and Loyola Marymount. Erstad called Silva one of the best in the country after having 3 of his pitchers selected in this year's MLB draft, including a pair of top 15 selections. That's it for sports. When we come back, my guy Aaron Evans will tell you all about what's going on in the entertainment world.
Only 5% of people volunteer to donate blood. Last year, 4.5 million Americans were given a second chance because of blood transfusions. 1 unit of blood can help save as many as 3 people. Every 2 seconds, someone needs blood. 1 of every 7 people entering a hospital needs blood. Nebraska Community Blood Bank wants you to volunteer. Go to ncbb.org for more information. Help save a life.
1 in 5 residents of Lincoln's near-south neighborhood live in poverty. That's nearly double the rate of Lincoln as a whole. Some of those people will be unable to afford food tonight. Fortunately, the Gathering Place has been there since 1982, serving hot meals to nearly 100 residents every Monday through Friday. To find out how you can help, call 402-476-7398.
How's it going? I'm Aaron Evans with all your grade A entertainment news for today. If you dig this sound, then you're a fan of jazz and a fan of tonight's Jazz in June artist Susie Thorne. As a Nebraska native, Susie has toured the world as a renowned and critically acclaimed jazz vocalist. Come see her tonight at 7 by the Sheldon Art Gallery on campus. The event is free, and if you're looking for a bite to eat or have a nagging girlfriend looking to shop, they have plenty of booths in their open market. And moving from jazz to soul, you can expect Aretha Franklin to not have such a toe-tapping performance at her next concert. The diva was apparently walking around her Dallas hotel room when she tripped over a pile of shoes, ending in her left foot and healed her Jimmy Choo. As a result, her left index toe is now broken. Hope you feel better. The Hangover Part 2 continues to make headlines after almost a month after its release date. The Mike Tyson tattoo displayed on actor Ed Helms' face was the subject of a lawsuit after tattoo artist S. Victor Whitmill said he owned the design of the infamous tat. After a few weeks of argument and publicity, Warner Brothers and Whitmill have made an agreement. And we all know the best way to make peace is with a lot of paper. Bon Iver, the indie-turned-mainstream folk singer, comes out with his second album today entitled no other than Bon Iver. You can expect to hear a new musical direction in his follow-up, as he hired multiple musicians to come in and add their own flavor to the song. You can only hope he doesn't stray too far from his roots, though. And if you haven't heard, there's this movie called The Green Lantern that had huge publicity and cost over $300 million to make. But apparently you haven't, since the film has so far been a financial disaster. In its opening weekend, the film grossed just $52.7 million, which is $2 million less than X-Men First Class, and far below the debut that Thor achieved. But before you comic nerds start prancing around saying Marvel is better than DC, keep in mind that it made over $85 million in the Philippines, breaking the box office opening in the country. Hopefully that success heads overseas soon. Ryan Reynolds is just too pretty to be a flop. And that, my friends, is all your entertainment news for today. I'm Aaron Evans, wishing you a super night.
Wow, Cody, that's a lot of books.
Yeah, it is. I just visited the Bennett Martin Public Library. They have so many of my favorite books, and getting a library card is easy.
That sounds cool, but we don't have time to go downtown.
That's easy. You can just drop it off at one of the other locations. With 8 locations in Lincoln, there will be a lot of books to read and return.
That sounds awesome. I should go check it out sometime.
For more information on library locations and policies, visit lincolnlibraries.org.
Since 1978, KZUM 89.3 FM has featured the best in everything from jazz to folk, rock to R&B, world music, and local music alike. Plus, news and affairs from your neighborhood to around the world. KZUM's hosts are unpaid volunteers on the air because they are passionate about their shows. And being nonprofit means no long commercial breaks. For the community and by the community, KZUM 89.3 has something for everyone. For information on programming or how you can support KZUM, visit kzum.org.
Former Nebraska wrestler and Olympian Rulon Gardner will headline the Live Well Nebraska Tour this summer. Gardner lost 188 pounds on the latest season of the reality TV show The Biggest Loser. The tour kicks off August 9th in New York.
Wow, that's really something. 188 pounds.
That's almost as much as I weigh.
Jeez. I tell you, I wonder if he's coming to Lincoln.
I sure hope so. I'd love to go check it out. It sounds like a pretty remarkable story.
Would be pretty interesting. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Stephen Kane.
And I'm Corey Day. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.